Massachusetts native Calvin Kattar trying to work his way back into featherweight title contender. A lot of people felt like Calvin Kattar was going to be the first guy out of Boston to break through and win a world title. The Max Holloway fight a few years ago was an appreciable setback, but we saw Kattar take some time off, methodically rebuild himself, and now he finds himself in another huge spot tonight. Is Calvin Kattar still elite? Some answers here in short order. Well, if you want to tell me that this particular fighter is on the wrong end of the power equation, I'll give you that. But few guys can match his speed and his footwork. Prevailing wisdom is he'll try to fight on the outside tonight, stick and move a little bit. Exceptionally quick on his feet, sets up angles beautifully, manages distance as good as anybody on the roster, knows how to set up his attacks, knows how to stay with his opponent's range. Figures to be a big part of the strategy tonight, given the power that's coming back. A lot of fan anticipation for this one, and rightfully so. A really interesting matchup, and a lot of people focused on this kickboxer trying to make a real concerted run at UFC Gold.
Yeah, he's trying to make a run at a championship. We have seen him compete at the highest level in kickboxing and done very, very well. But how does he implement that fight style in the mixed martial arts? We're going to find out very soon if he can do everything he did there inside the UFC's octagon.
Certainly in our fighter meeting, he talked a lot about his wrestling and grappling improvements, but he knows what the fans want to see, and that is to see him striking against this opponent here tonight. Well, so much UFC history is played out here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Plenty more where that came from tonight. The athletes are ready to go. And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Calvin Kattar. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Dominick the Devastator Reyez.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
And it is the UFC's unofficial home base, T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and 18,000 plus are expected on hand tonight for what should be an epic UFC live event.
It is going to be a phenomenal fight night in a fantastic arena. T-Mobile Arena, the home of the UFC.
Swing and a miss by Calvin Kattar. Mixing it up well tonight. There's a shot to the leg. All right, early action here, and a nice hook by the boxer gets home on the kickboxer. This is exactly the range in which he wants to be fighting.
Yeah, because it limits the kickboxer, and the kickboxer has a very high guard.
And now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he got hurt bad. He ate that kick. He took that whole kick, yep. Beautiful block there.
Oh, that's a big right hand from Dominick Reyez. We talk so much about his kicks. Don't sleep on those hands.
Don't sleep on the hands. He put Chris Weidman out with his hand. Chris Weidman's one of the greatest middleweights of all time. And Dominick Reyez got him out of there in one round. Both tough, both durable, both unwilling to take a step back. What a phenomenal fight.
Oh, big left. Got the reach advantage, you might as well use it. Nice job there to find a home for that jab. So just over 20 total strikes have landed for the devastator Dominick Reyez. Man, has his chin been tested early. Boom! Big right hand there.
Oh, look at that.
Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attack. Nice job on the counter there, and this is really a tried and true counter striker who will try to use the over-aggressiveness of his opponents against them, and that's exactly what he did there to great effect. Oh!
That was a jab.
Just out of range with that strike. Kattar's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. Final seconds here of round one. Horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, 60 seconds between rounds. That gives us a chance to look at some of the replays from that previous round, including some of the damage sustained on his nose.
Yeah, it was a nice shot that landed, that opened up that cut on the nose. Granted, any cut is bad, but this one is in a spot where it shouldn't affect him too much. What we have to watch, though, John, is if the nose is broken.
Right.
Then it's hard for him to breathe.
Yeah, get the blood in that nasal cavity, potentially trickles down the throat a little bit. I mean, fighting just sounds like a really fun career. Let's get to the next round. So there it is, taller fighter landing a knee to the body.
Caught that kick there.
And now some separation. Oh, goes upstairs and lands with the high kick. Kattar's eye is closing up.
That hook was bad.
Now his opponent's really on the ropes.
His opponent's on Beat Street. He's hurt so bad. I don't know what he's going to do to stay in this fight. That was landed clean.
Oh, big left hand there. And he's looking for that left hand, just missed. No!
He's hurt bad.
Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut with every passing strike.
Every strike. And it burns. John, it burns so bad. When you get cut like that, every time a shot lands, it just burns. So this guy needs to try to find a way to not take and limit the damage he's taken to this cut. Easier said than done, though.
So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found it.
Look at that.
Well, at this point, DC, I'm not sure if he's just biding his time or just trying to get some extra reps, but go finish the guy.
It seems like the guy's playing with his moves. You know, he's having a good time out there. Everything's working. He's in the zone. It feels like at any moment he can end the night of his opponent. But he seems to be having fun. And hey, to each his own, I guess. I'd be rushing out of that octagon.
Yeah, you don't play with him.
No.
All right, so he lands again, just like we saw in the last round, realizing a lot of success with his Muay Thai game too.
You know, why change it? It's working, and it's working from the very start of the fight. The moment this fight started, you saw the advantage that we predicted was there. He started to take advantage of it early, and now he's continuing to build on that. This kickboxer looks amazing. Oh, again! Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was a good night if that landed.
Back to his feet. Oh!
Right now.
10 minutes in the can. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cut man will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but not a knockout.
No, it wasn't a knockout, but you can't take those shots. That big punch landed, and it sat him down. If he gets hit with another one of those, it might be good night, Irene.
Ready. Ready.
Third round underway.
Nice punch landed over the top. Oh, that right hand barely missed there.
Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively or this fight's going to end.
He's got to move his head, John. But the problem is, now he's got the blood to deal with. He's got a sharp striker in front of him. He has got a lot of things to deal with if he wants... Oh!
Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish him.
He rocked him, he hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not shut the lights off. And now, he's past from trying to find that shot again.
Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Hands there, and somehow...
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be...
Herb Dean steps in!
Oh, my goodness!
What a fight! Just a relentless effort out of this fighter here tonight. The ref had no choice but to step in, and that is how you leave the judges out of it. Here's Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 2 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by TKO, Dominick the Devastator Reyes.
Well, the celebration is on over there in the corner, and nothing subdued about it. They put a lot of time into this training camp and into this performance, and certainly their athlete delivered.
It was a result that they desired. They said, I don't care how this match ends, as long as I'm not standing there waiting on the judges. He got his opponent hurt, and he found the follow-up